Hello again, my name is Gabe Zollner. Just read a rather interesting article, and I'm going to attach the link. You're not going to have to look for it. It's on Canada Free Press. And the title is Islamic Terrorists in Paris Slaughter Not Connected to Islam, with a big question mark. And it starts off talking about Howard Dean, who was a former Democratic presidential candidate. He made a controversial comments regarding the horrific attack and murder of 12 people at the publication Charlie Hebdo in Paris yesterday. And what he said was, "I stopped calling these people Muslim terrorists. They're about as Muslim as I am." Now, what's interesting is it goes on to say, why are so many Democrats, including our president, as determined not to label these terrorists as Muslims or Islamic? Back in September of 2012, President Obama said, quote, "The future must not belong to those who slander the Prophet of Islam. As Gandhi said, intolerance is itself a form of violence and an obstacle to the growth of a true democratic spirit." Now, I'm not going to read the rest of it to you, other than I want you to understand what a gentleman that was a Muslim, and he left Islam. And he wanted to give a very clear message. And what I'm trying to do is determine as to what that message is. He starts off to say, "I can tell you with confidence that ISIL speaks for Islam. ISIL is a Muslim organization. ISIL's leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, holds a PhD in Islamic studies and therefore knows more about Islam than Obama does. There are 10,000 members in ISIL who are all Muslims and come from different countries, with Islam being the common denominator." He goes on to say, and this is, I think, really key, "We have been brainwashed to hate all of you in our sacred texts, in our prayers, in our Friday sermons, in our educational systems. We are ready to join any group that one day would fight you and destroy you and make Islam the religion of the world, as the Quran says." You don't have to know a whole lot more other than what this individual, who was a Muslim, clearly stated. It goes on to say there are 1.2 billion Muslims in the world today. Of course, not all of them are radicals. The majority of them are peaceful people. The radicals are estimated to be between 15 to 25%. You're looking at 180 to 300 million people dedicated to the destruction of Western civilization. What more do you need to know? Please read the entire article. I think what this individual, who was a Muslim, states, it's clear as a bell. These mosques are what breed this kind of hatred into people. They need to be controlled. In reality, they need to be closed, but that'll never happen. At a minimum, they need to be monitored. And when terrorism is being preached, they need to be shuttered. Once again, the problem is that if that were to happen, they would just go underground. You're not going to stop it. You can't stop it. When you've got 300 million, the population of America, dedicated to destroy our civilization, our way of life, you not think they're going to succeed? 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is the nucleus of what's happening. That's why Obama can't bring himself to say Islam is a cult. Islam preaches hatred. I gotta believe he's probably pulling his nappy hair out of his head, worrying about these two in Paris. They'll probably not be captured alive, but they made it very clear what they are. They're Islamic terrorists. And you can call it anything else you want, but that's what it is. And Obama can't bring himself in saying it. That's what's really scary. Read the article. You're going to find it to be interesting and a little frightening. You're looking into the future, and the future is not very attractive. Not for the American way of life. This has been going on for a long time. King Abdullah set the wheels in motion, I believe. I told you what I think. Read the article. Let me know what you think.